Over the last few months we've been busy building our outdoor kitchen.
It's got built-in cupboards.
It's also got a built-in umbrella.
Right, and we've got water and electricity. We've got a 6-burner gas barbecue.
And we've got a charcoal Weber barbecue. It took a lot of head scratching.
Some blood, sweat and tears.
And one visit to accident and emergency. And in the next few videos we'll be showing you how we built it.
This is Family Flyout Does DIY. You're watching Family Flyout Does DIY.
It's getting very late, but concrete's got to be done tomorrow. The cement mixer goes back the next day. Finally finished all the boarding out. Got the spirit level on it. Perfectly level. All the way down the counter. Perfectly level that way as well, which is a relief. With the panelling done, I had to put the countertop form on. It's not quite as easy as I thought it would be. I always get confused with mitre joints. I found that April Wilkerson's video was a great help for this. The next job was cutting the reinforcement steel. So far, so good.
Here's our first tip. Use heavy duty dust sheets.
These were far too thin and they kept blowing away and tearing when the concrete fell on them. I used plastic tubing with packaging tape wrapped around it to create the holes for the umbrella and for the tap. And now for the scary part.
Tip 2. Wear a mask.
Especially when you're preparing the dry concrete powder. As will become obvious, I've never used concrete before, so I didn't really know what the consistency of it should look like. The first batch was a bit dry.
Tip 3.
Get ready for the cement mixer's centre of gravity to change when you tip it forwards.
And backwards. Tip 4, and the most important, wear gloves.
It makes me wince every time I see this back. For some reason, I didn't know that concrete gives you chemical burns. And it was this that sent me to accident emergency and then got me referred to the burns clinic. It seems stupid now, but what you don't know, you don't know. Please, please wear gloves. I'll show you at the end what it did to my hands. When the concrete's about a third of the way full, you can add the reinforcement. You don't want this too near the top in case it starts to show through the finished surface. Once it was filled up, I used a piece of wood to screed it level. By now, my hands were pretty painful, but I thought they were just grazed from the aggregate in the concrete, so I just hosed them off and put some gloves on. You'll see at the end what I had actually done to them. It felt like quite a race against time to get it all levelled and smoothed out before it started to cure. I was getting the hang of the consistency we needed. I just hoped that the first part I'd done wasn't too dry. By this stage, I was starting to get into a bit of a rhythm, and things were going quite well, switching between mixing, pouring, screeding and smoothing with the magnesium float. But you can see how painful my hands were by the way I'm holding this piece of wood. But just as I thought things were going so well, the heavens opened.
Tip 5. Check the weather forecast.
You would think, being a pilot, I would know to check the weather regularly. Doing this in a downpour was certainly not ideal. I was gutted. My hands were killing me. I was cold and wet. We broke the gazebo and the parasol in a rush to cover up the concrete. The rain was pitting and pooling on the worktop, and I was sure it was ruined. We covered the counter as best we could with the dust sheets until the storm passed, and then continued, not at all certain of the way it would all turn out. I felt like my poor little workbench, which had finally snapped when I dropped the last bag of concrete on it. When I finally finished and cleaned up, the damage to my hands became apparent. We dressed them as best we could, and the next day I went to casualty, who then referred me to the burns clinic. It was very painful, but I was lucky and it healed within a couple of weeks. I also had some light burns on my tummy, where I'd been rubbing it against the worktop. It's not often that I'm glad I'm not 6 inches taller. That could have been very painful.
Thanks for watching. We hope you found this useful. Join us next time where we see how it all turned out. Don't forget to like and subscribe and wear gloves. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye!